Welcome everyone. Today we are studying about our new topic, that is sign of expression, or we can say sign of any quadratic function. If I'm talking about any function, like it is given x square plus 4x plus 4. So as I can write it, x plus 2 whole square, and for all the values of x, the expression will always be positive. If I talk about the second expression, as it is minus x square minus 4 minus 4x, it can be different also, but I have given an example from same term. With the same term I have taken with different sign. So if I am taking minus sign common outside, so it will be x plus 2 whole square inside. That means for all the values of x, either positive or negative, whatever values you want to keep for x, you can keep, and the expression will always be negative. So here we are studying about the sign of the quadratic function, and we will examine the sign of ax square plus bx plus 3 in 3 of the cases. So we have 3 cases. Accordingly, we will examine the sign of the quadratic function. Here if you see that a quadratic function ax square plus bx plus c, I have written in a different form to make you clear that we can write the expression in the terms of a into x minus alpha and x minus beta. How it was possible? First of all, in first step it was given ax square plus bx plus c. In second step, a I have taken common outside, so it became x square plus b upon ax plus c upon a. If you focus, then this b upon a, alpha plus beta is always minus b upon a. That means sum of the roots, if we talk about, it's always minus b upon a, and the product of the roots is always c upon a. So what I did, as you can look at here, a x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. That means to this if I will expand, so it can be coming in the form of this, or if you expand this, then you will get the same quadratic function. So that means any quadratic function you can write in the way that a is common outside. If you take a common outside, the coefficient of x square, then you can write it in the way x minus alpha, x minus beta, where alpha and betas are the solutions of the quadratic function. Once again I am saying, if a expression is given in the form of ax square plus bx plus c, and if you take that alpha and beta are the roots of the given function, then you can take a common outside and you can write the expression in the form of a into x minus alpha into x minus beta. This is the another way to write the same expression, same quadratic function. As I told that there are three cases to examine the sign of the given quadratic function. The first case, as when we were finding the nature of the roots, we have also taken 3 cases. Once when the discriminant is 0, when the discriminant is less than by 0, when the discriminant is greater than by 0, and as we know that discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. So here I have taken the first condition, b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. As you know, when we are using the Sridharacharya formula, in that case, when b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, we are always getting the roots real and equal. So here also I have written, when b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, the roots are always real and equal. So real and equal. That means, as I have assumed that for any quadratic function ax square plus bx plus c, and after taking a common outside, my roots were x minus alpha and x minus beta inside. So the roots are equal here. So in place of alpha I have written alpha, in place of beta also I have written alpha, since the roots are equal. So here the expression will be a into x minus alpha whole square. So here if you think that if a is positive, for the condition if a is positive, a is greater than by 0, then this full expression will always be positive, because it's x minus alpha's whole square. Whatever will be the value of x, the expression will be positive always. So for the first case we can say that if a is greater than by 0 and the roots are real and equal, for the condition b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, the expression will always be positive. The expression will always be positive. Here I have done the second case. First case was when discriminant is equal to 0. Now the second case is when discriminant is less than by 0. That means the value of b square minus 4ac is less than by 0. In that condition, we have to tell about the sign of the given quadratic function or sign of the given quadratic expression. Our expression was ax square plus bx plus c. What I did, as you can see, a I have taken common outside, so it was x square plus b upon ax plus c upon a. Till here I got this equation. What I did, I just wanted to make it a perfect square because I will try to make it positive. If something left, then I will say okay, that is negative. But first of all, I will try to make it a perfect square. So what I did, usually what we are doing, the coefficient of x we are thinking about, and it's half. It will be b upon 2a. That square we are adding, square of b upon 2a, half of the coefficient of x, and that same I am subtracting. So what I felt, these two terms, x square plus b upon ax plus b square upon 4a square. So first term square plus second term square plus 2 into first term into second term. These three terms together became x plus b upon a whole square. So it's first term square plus second term square plus 2 into first term into second term. Now if you see the c upon a and minus b square upon 4a square, I have taken minus outside, then I took LCM, it is 4a square. So the term came b square minus 4ac upon 4a square. Now it is the time to pay attention. A was outside, inside it's x plus b upon 2a whole square minus b square minus 4ac upon 4a square. As we are talking about the second condition, when the discriminant is less than by 0. When the discriminant is less than by 0. So here it was minus b square minus 4ac. So for all the values b square minus 4ac, if it is less than by 0, then these two terms together will be plus. Since they are saying b square minus 4ac is less than by 0. So minus minus it will be plus. So it will be a x plus b upon 2a whole square plus b square minus 4ac upon 4a square. Since b square minus 4ac is less than by 0, so these two terms together will be positive. That means the expression is completely positive. The sign of the expression will be positive in the condition when b square minus 4ac is less than by 0. Till now I have told about the two conditions. The first condition was when b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. In that condition also the sign was completely positive, the expression was completely positive. Here also when b square minus 4ac is less than by 0, then also we can say that the expression will always be positive. Now let us study about the third case. Here I am talking about the third case. The third case is when b square minus 4ac is greater than by 0. When the value of b square minus 4ac discriminant is greater than by 0. So here I am talking about alpha and beta were the two roots. Alpha and beta were the two roots. Here I am talking about when x, three conditions are there. First condition, when x is less than by alpha, less than by beta, when x is greater than by alpha and beta, and when x is in between alpha and beta. Okay, so in first case, if we talk about this, x is less than by alpha. So x minus alpha will be negative. You can imagine it will be negative. The first condition is when x is less than by alpha and beta both. So the condition x minus alpha will be negative. X minus beta also will be negative. So negative and negative. So the complete expression will be positive for the first case. The expression will be positive. The second case I am taking when x is greater than by alpha and when x is also greater than by beta. In that case, x minus alpha and x minus beta both will be positive, as x is greater than by beta also and alpha also. In both cases, x minus alpha and x minus beta will be positive. So for the second case also, as I have written, the second case when x is greater, then also it will be positive. Now the condition comes when x is lying between alpha and beta. When x is lying between alpha and beta, in that case if you think, either alpha is here or beta is here. Beta is here, okay, means you can exchange. If you want, you can exchange the position of alpha and beta also. Then also if you think, then what will happen, one will be positive and another will be negative, because your x minus alpha will be positive, so x minus beta will be negative. Or if you are changing the position, that means if you are thinking it is alpha, it is beta, then also x minus beta will be positive, then x minus alpha will be negative. So that means positive and negative when we will have it negative. So here it is the first condition when x is between alpha and beta, either this condition or this condition you may assume, when x is between alpha and beta, in that case always the expression is negative. So 3 cases we have studied. The first case was when the discriminant was equal to 0, b square minus 4ac was equal to 0, then also the expression was completely positive. Second was when b square minus 4ac is less than by 0, then we made it a perfect square and we made it that it will be always a positive expression. When b square minus 4ac is greater than by 0, then we have 3 conditions. When the first condition, x is less than by alpha and beta, then also positive. Second condition, when x is greater than by alpha and beta, then also positive. But whenever x lies between alpha and beta, whenever x lies between alpha and beta, in that condition only we can say that the expression is negative. Only this point you have to keep in your mind. Whenever x lies between alpha and beta, that means whenever the value of x lies between its 2 of the roots, then we can say that the expression will be completely negative. As if you will go for first equation, first part, then it was given, you have to show x square minus 3x plus 6 is always greater than by 0 for all the values of x. For all the values of x. That means we have to show that this expression is always positive. This expression is always positive. So let me try. Here I am finding out the value of b square minus 4ac. So b square means minus 3 square minus 4 into a into c. That's 9 minus 24. It's minus 15. It's always less than by 0. Since the value of discriminant d, b square minus 4ac is less than by 0, as now we have studied that when b square minus 4ac is less than by 0, then always the expression will be positive. The quadratic expression will always be positive when the value of the discriminant is always less than by 0. Here it is done. Question number 4. As the expression was given x square minus a plus 2 into x plus 4, and they are asking for what value of a. For what value of a, the expression will always be positive. The expression will always be positive. So we have to find out the value of this a, for which the expression will always be positive. So as a, if we think about the coefficient of x square, a, it's greater than by 0 because it is 1. So the condition will be d should be less than by 0. That means the value of the discriminant b square minus 4ac should be less than by 0. So here I have applied the condition. It's minus because b was minus in bracket a plus 2. So b square minus 4ac is less than by 0. So we can solve it. After solving, we will get the expression a into a plus 6 minus 2 into a plus 6. A plus 6 is common outside. A minus 2 and it's less than by 2. So the condition will be a should be less than by 2 and greater than by minus 6. For what the expression will always be positive. Here in question number 5, the expression was given 12x square plus 7x minus 10. They are asking find out the range where the value of this expression will be negative. If you will go for the third case, when b square minus 4ac was greater than by 0, there we had the third point when x lies between alpha and beta, then the condition is always negative. Then the expression will always be negative. So that means for finding out the range, we have to find out its root. So the expression is always negative when x lies in between its roots, like alpha and beta, when x lies between its roots. So here the expression was 12x square plus 15x minus 8x minus 10. I have factorized it, and after factorization I got its root, that is 2 upon 3 and minus 5 upon 4. So here I have shown that the expression will be completely negative when it's in between its root, and rest of the sides before minus 5 upon 2 and after 2 upon 3 it will always be positive. So the root, that means the expression is negative when the value of x lies between its roots alpha and beta, then the value of the expression is completely negative. Here in question number 7, they asked find the greatest value of 3 plus 5x minus 2x square for all the real values of x. They are asking the greatest value of this expression for all the values of x. So what I did, I took the let the greatest value of the expression is y. I have taken it here and I have changed it as minus 2x square plus 5x plus 3 minus y. It's a, it's b, it's c equal to 0. For getting its maximum value, since they are asking the greatest value, so it should be b square minus 4ac should be greater than equal by 0. The value of the discriminant, either it should be greater than equal by 0. So I have taken b square means 5 square minus 4a and c. That should be greater than by 0. So it's 25, 4 2 8 3 are 24 minus it will be plus and it will be minus 8y. It's 49 is greater than equal by 8y. So that means the y, the maximum value here we got, it's 49 upon 8. So the maximum value we can say it's 6 whole 1 upon 8. Now I request everyone to complete this chapter 10F also and chapter test also. Thank you very much.